friends. Hi friends. Tuesday night I'm going to start putting the ribbon on the tree. That's the next thing I want to do, and then we'll start with the biggest ornaments and work our way down. So I'm going to go get all of my ribbon and we'll start working on the tree. Too pretty. Alright, so last year I went and got these twinkle lights, 2 packs of them from Walmart. And this year I have a twinkling tree, so those will go somewhere else, not sure where. But here are some of the ornaments that go on my tree. We have the velvety browns, we have the greens, my pretty greens, deeper greens, and then these are the ribbons that I used last year. I might reuse those and save that other ribbon that I got because I was hoping to use that for gift wrapping. This is my tree skirt, and in here are Hobby Lobby bells, garland, and I had to wrap each section or little sections of them in tin foil so they wouldn't get snagged and knotted and, you know, jumbled, a jumbled mess. So I am going to start, excuse me, sir. No. I am going to start with my ribbons, and who knows if I even have enough for a 7-foot tree. Oh, we do not know, but we will find out. Alright, so I vacuumed around the area. Now we're going to start adding ribbon. And I'll start at the top and let it kind of wind down and curl and do all of that. And it's going to be a good time. I had to change my clothes. I was sweating way too hard. I've got the heat on 68. That is going back to 64. Okay? Alright. Alright, so the ribbons I have is like a sage green velvet, and I guess last year I cut it into these strips and dovetailed the ends. Then I have this white silky, and on top of it I lay this champagne latticey. So I, just rolled them up together and then rolled these separately. So, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to see what we can do. Looking pretty crazy, looking pretty crazy. Let's go on with the next step and see if it gets any better. My tripod is not even. All right, there we go. Let's go on to the next step. The next step. Damn it. Loopy. Having the next biggest items, which would be these that I think I got from the dollar store, actually. I don't know. I feel like I got them from the dollar store and they're just lovely. But if I went in to get them today, they'd be like $7. They're just really big white poinsettias, cream poinsettias with that. And I only have 3. Where shall we put them? One can go there. Okay. One. Go. All right, we have to fix him. He's not at all perfect. Excuse, please. I'd like for you to be perfect now. What are you doing? Why are you so loose? Why are you flipping the wrong way? Okay. You, what else have in here? Okay. Put one. Back in here. Okay. So that helps to not look quite so awkward. So then when you look at the ribbon and it comes up into this, it doesn't look quite so awkward, right? See, it looks really awkward over here, but once I start filling in, it'll just be peeking out. Cat is acting real bad today. Anyway, so once I start filling in, these ribbons will just kind of be poking out, right? Okay, so they look really weird and I hate it, but I just continue to push myself to go and just whatever I feel, let it go. Like I think these are too close, these two whites, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine by the time I fill the tree. Okay, you won't even notice it. So then I put the other one right back there. Okay, so after I've placed those, we're going to get the next largest thing. I have to decide what that's going to be. We have a bag of goodies over here. I think my 7 bundles is what I do next. So let me put those together. Next day, now I'm going to, actually, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to do. I do not know. I'm going to throw some of these in here. Why not? Bring these down throughout the tree. Okay. We have these to the top now. So we'll save these for the stairs. And I think what I'm going to do is zip tie my 7 bundles, and then I'll come back and we'll place them, because that's just going to make life easier. Yay! All right, here are the 7 bundles. I zip tied them all together. So we'll put them in the tree and kind of perfect them. And then I did have a little puppy laying down there, but he moved. But he'll be back. All right, let's get going. Duke, not necessary. I don't know why I'm being so particular. Why would I not know why I'm being particular? Alright, so now I have just added a few of these sparkly ornaments. I've placed them as far back into the tree on whatever branch I've placed it on. I'm not trying to get any certain rhyme or reason, just putting it on there because we have a lot to go. So I'm going to put these on. I finished putting those on, I guess. And now I want to put on these. And this is the green velvety ribbon that I used last year on these. And I need to find that ribbon and put it on my second package. And these are the brown strings that I used to tie bows on the ends of the tips. There's my other pack of browns. And I have these greens that I want to put on the tree. And then we'll see what we want next. Not quite ready for the bells. And I think what I'm going to do is move some of those green bunches to where these ribbons start to make it look like this. I think that would look better to the eye. Okay. Then, I don't want to have them all up there. Maybe we'll take these back ones. Nobody's really going to see. And put this one over here. Maybe. I don't know. Does it? It's too close to the topper though. Okay, so we're not liking that. We'll just have to put an ornament there. Something else there, we don't know. It's too close to that. We have one there, we have one there. We need one on this side for the dogs. So I'll have to figure out where that somewhere is. I think that'll do. Alright, then we're going to go in with the brown velveties, and I'm again going to push them way back into the tree to kind of cover any of those bald spots. All right, so instead of using the metal hangers, I like to use things like a nice soft velvety ribbon, which I have none of. So we're gonna substitute in for this baker's twine from the dollar store, but it's still got that green to it. And I just tie them at various lengths. I have this one a little bit longer. I have this one a little bit shorter. These I tied with twine years ago. I may change those eventually, but we don't have time. 4th day working on a tree, it's a little ridiculous. Time to move on. So I'm going to make sure that each of my ornaments has ribbons or twine, and then we'll start placing them back on the tree.
Won't we, Papa? Yes, we will. Because I'm the Papa's Papa Bear. Yeah, my mommy have some. To the bunch.
So I have to say I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it. I've got a lot of clusters, right? I feel like I have a lot of clusters. And I don't know what that's like. What does that look like, people? I mean, I think once it's lit up, it's going to be really pretty. But now, I don't know. I guess I'm just not used to having a green tree. That's another thing. I'm used to having that flock tree. So I need to get used to that. But I went ahead, I added the rest of these ornaments. I added all of these ornaments. I added these, and then I just took my ribbons and just looped them over once like a half tie and just let them hang. I don't do bows. I'm not a girly girl bow type of person, but you'll see them just kind of hanging throughout. Not real sure that I'm liking the tree. Not real sure. I know that I have to put my bells on. I have not done that. I usually do that last. Perhaps I should do that first. We don't know. I just always seem to do it last. I don't like how he's looking. He has no fluff. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's much better. So I think if I just mess with it and do little things like that, maybe. I'm sure I'll move ornaments around and do all that because I don't know that I like it, to be totally honest. So that's what we have for now. I stuck in everything that I had down here. I may have some more of these types of things and these type of things and some more browns with my gingerbread tree type of stuff. So I'll just have to look and see what I've got. And if I have nothing, I guess this is going to be the tree. Wow, not real thrilled with it at all. But that's it for now. We'll have a view of it tomorrow when it's completed and lit. All right, guys, I'm going to end this one here. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to be cooking and getting ready to eat some Thanksgiving dinner. Have a great one, everyone. Bye.